Blessings, sir.
Go
Blessings.
ahead.
Blessings.
You're all guys alive now.
Greetings of the day. Tell me not in mournful number. Life is but an empty dream. Life is earnest. Life is real, and the grave is not its goal. Not enjoyment, not even sorrow is our destined end or way. But life is an opportunity. Benefit from it. Life is a dream. Realize it. It is a struggle. Accept it. It is a challenge. Meet it. It is an adventure. Dare it. And life is a promise. Fulfill it. But life is not a bed of roses. It is not enchanting meticulous. But life is unpredictable. Life is a journey to be made to gain maturity. Life can be devastating or disappointing. At the same time, life can also be a sunshine or even a dilemma. It could be a headache or even a rainbow shining. But above all, life is a mystery and free for everyone to explore and express. Well, these contemplating thoughts are an ideal example harmonizing life and its dynamic pursuits and illuminates positive dimensions and reasonable and resonates positivity and enthusiasm. On this account, today, this Sunday afternoon, we, the team Mymenia, has organized a virtual seminar on the topic, a Q&A on life and positivity. This event is a positive enlightenment connect designed in a very profound manner to stimulate positivity in different life approaches and resonates harmony, understanding, and compassion. For further introduction, our NGO, Mymenia, aims to work on the education sector for mental health of the children and for youth population so that each life can be empowered and enhanced. We believe that education should be of great importance in our basic lifestyle and and because education is what which makes us good person by changing our behavior and thoughts. So this is our foundation best practice so that each life can be moved forward and touch dynamic heights. Our agenda is to work for upliftment of underprivileged populations, provide educational supports and skill development programs to empower young minds. In respect to our objectives and propaganda, we, the team, presents a national seminar, an interactive seminar this Sunday, and our keynote speaker for the session is Mr. Deek Parassini, sir. Well, Deek sir is a foundation of LIAP Foundation, that is, Life is All Positive Foundation, and on a mission to make positivity free for all. And sir believes that life is all positive and negativity doesn't exist. Sir has completed Bachelor of Science from USA, MBA from Birla Institute of Technology, India, and then MSc in Business Psychology from UK. Sir has 20 years of work experience in marketing, sales, engineering, and psychology that gives him a diverse era of work experience to draw from. Currently, Sir is working as a regional sales manager, Middle East and South Asia in and top MNC. Sir past session where includes Ministry of Indian Railway, Central Academy of Police Training, Madhya Pradesh Police Academy, IIT Bombay with Abhyuday, King's George Medical University, and Institute of Hotel Management. Sir, during this tenure of 20 years, Sir has gained wider prominence and greater appreciation both nationally and globally. So, people call him the healer of the mind. Some calls him the truth speaker. Even some calls him motivational speaker, positive influencer, mentor, guru, elder brother. But Sir says that I am none of them. I am just a normal guy like you, but on the mission to make life people understand that life is all positive and negativity doesn't exist. And due to this reason, he has talked to millions of people of various age brackets, touch their lives with positivity. And today, in this virtual seminar, we had a wonderful opportunity to interact with Mr. Deek Parassini, sir. With the due permission and humble submission and kind introduction, we are hereby going to start the today's interactive discussion. So, over to you, sir.
Over to me or over to Shubham?
Over to you, sir. Then in between, you can have the conversation.
Okay, perfect. No, before I start, I always look at the vibe of the audience, right? So, how many of you know me? Could you just raise your hand? So at least I know some people know me or don't know me, or I'm totally new to the whole group. Can you guys raise your hand? Okay, Jessica knows me. Good. That's it. Only Jessica knows me, and Subhaman, yes, sir. Okay, cool. Okay, Hrithik also knows. Good. So, okay, so few of you know me, so that's good. Just to start, even before even getting into, since it's a virtual platform, what happens in the virtual platform is, if I'm looking at here, because the screen is here, I'm looking at the camera because I'm looking at you. So if I'm looking at here in this way, it is just because of that, just a protocol. The other thing is, my session is more of an interactive session where you can ask me any question from birth to death. Any question means literally any question from birth to death can be asked. Now, you would ask me what question to ask, how do you do it? I'll come to the details later. But just think about it, man, this guy is going to do it this way. I'm a person who believes that life is all positive, negativity doesn't exist. I know many of you are in the psychology side of things. I know many of you are in the mental health side of things. I'm a person who kind of believes that most of these things called depression, all these anxiety disorders, and the list just goes on, is kind of created stuffs. I know many of the psychologists would go against me on that principle. But what I truly believe is clinical disorders or clinically depressed or clinical kind of thing, yes, it do exist, but just for 1% of the world. If you can talk to me generally and ask me a decent question, I'm quite sure you're not that kind of clinically depressed. I've talked to almost different people with different issues, let it be depression, OCD, ADHD. There's many of tags which people have put for a solutions which they can't find out, where people are being supported in different forms, but are they getting permanent solution? That is a big question mark I have. I'm not challenging psychology, I'm not challenging psychiatry, but I'm just asking the question, is it not too much trying to figure out and helping everyone's problem, because the core problem can be somewhere else, right? So my job or what I do is work on the core problem. Why the core problem? Because people get permanent solution. Because if you don't work on the core problem, you're just working on the symptoms which are coming, you're just working on the issues which are coming. Naturally, what happens is the person who's asking for help is always in need of your help. So I make it very, very clear that meet me once, clear all your doubts, and forget me. I'm not here to make followers. I'm not here to make a system, or I'm not here to make an organization. I'm just here to just, as a brother or as a son, giving a doubt or getting a doubt or getting a question from my family member and just giving that. All my sessions are done free of charge. I don't charge for my sessions, but many marketing people and commerce people like Subham will think, yeah, he's doing it free now, later he's going to charge, right? But my belief is, as long as I'm alive, all my public and private and my one-on session will always be free, because I see the whole world as my family. So if I see the whole world as my family, if a brother's asking a question, I should be charging them. So that's the principle I stand by. Now you will think that I've triggered most of you with various concepts which you have. So how this virtual session is going to happen is, if you have a question, you can raise your hand. I would call your name. You can open up and ask me any question. There is 3 ways you can ask me a question. the problem with my session is not a lecture session where I just want to talk about a topic and make you feel good about it or get you motivated. My thing is, what is the root question you have? There are some questions people say, I've been looking for this answer for 5 years, 6 years. So is there questions like that deep in your heart? Don't ask me the syllabus or academic questions, because there the books are there, your teachers are there, professors are there to ask that. But there'll be some questions randomly bothering you, irritating you for some time. Those are the questions, feel free to ask. There is 3 ways you can ask me a question. One is topic based. For example, what is depression from my point? Or anger, how do you control or how do you win over anger? I'm just giving you simple examples so you can trigger your mind to ask me questions from that perspective. The second one you can ask me is my problem, right? For example, I'm depressed, or my parents are fighting at home. What am I supposed to do? Or, I have an interview to go. I get really nervous. How do I work that? The other way you can ask me is my friend's problem. That is the most best and the safest ways to ask me is, my friend has this problem. Make sure, saying that, okay, my friend had a breakup, completely depressed, what to do about it? Kind of that way also you can ask me. There's 3 ways you can ask me. Since it's a virtual platform, it depends on when you want to stop the show. I will go on until your questions are coming. If there's no questions coming, I'm just going to take it easy. Guys, there's no questions, no doubt, then it is not really practical for me to be in front of any discussion at the end of the day. The last bit is people who come on video, I give first priority. People who come on audio, I give second priority. People who come on text, I give third priority. Why? Because I'm on video, I'm on audio, to make it sense and fair, right? So for me, what I truly believe is, when you have a chance to expose yourself to the audience or a crowd, make sure you come on video. Why you're not coming on video? Maybe your background is bad, or that you can blur your background if you want to. Why you come on videos, you yourself, there you go. Who has taken a step and came for. Thanks for Kushbu for getting me on the right side of things, right? So why you're all shying off from video? Because you think what people will think. You tend to think that, am I looking good? You tend to think that, is my background good? So when you have all these complexes in your mind, how you can actually go and help a certain set of people who are going through complex or issues. So my first suggestion always, come on video. It doesn't really matter who you are. I don't give a damn. I don't judge. So if you can come, make sure you come on, let you be live. So at least I'll never forget Kushbu, because she's the first one who took the step and came forward. So that way, what I tell people is, when you come live, when you show yourself, you are having a belief in yourself. You're showing more of, that I know what I am and I know how I look. It doesn't really matter. But many people will come, many people won't come. That's a personal choice at the end. But I personally prefer, it's more fun when you are coming live on video. It is more fun because, more people are coming in. Jessica has come, Subham has come. That's good. So that's it. See, that it shows, give you a confidence. I'll tell you, whoever comes on video, you'll have a different level of confidence now. Because you have bothered, you're ignoring everyone around, how I look. I am looking beautiful in my own eyes, and does it really matter what people think about me or not? So that's the advantage you have. Just to put you some little bit of tip, that whenever you have a chance to show yourself to audience, show. That is where the people will know who you are. That is where the people will know what your name is. Because if you don't show, you're just like everyone else, just showing that thing from that point. So, I don't know. If you have a question about me, you can ask. Just raise your hand. Let's have a discussion rather than me getting up at 5 a.m. in the morning. That is the best thing. You can wake up and mess up your life. Right? So all you got to do is to raise your hand. This is purely interactive. Interact to such a level that you yourself, will feel. Okay, Subham, go ahead. He has stepped in.
आज के सेशन की स्टार्टिंग करते हैं सर एक सवाल से.
Good.
हम सुनते रहते हैं कि पॉजिटिविटी लाइफ में, या हम बहुत बार सुनते हैं कि पॉजिटिविटी बहुत ज़रूरी है. यहाँ सब यंग कलीग्स हैं, हमारे साथी हैं, अभी आगे चल के उनको जीवन में बहुत कुछ हासिल करना है. आपकी नज़र में, आपकी सोच में, आपके अनुभव जो आपने जीवन में देखे हैं, ज़िंदगी में आपने जो एक्सपीरियंसेस किए हैं आज तक, अगर मैं उन पे पूछता हूँ आपसे कि एक इंसान कैसे समझे कि क्या है पॉजिटिविटी?
Very good.
आपके शब्दों में.
Very beautiful question. So, what is positivity? Let's, even before going into what is it positivity, let me clarify a little bit about positivity. There is 3 aspects of positivity. One, most of you are told, yaar, positive socho. Right? For me, thinking positive is negative. Thinking positive is like sitting in hell and saying that life is all good. Yeah, your leg is burning. No, life is all good. So that is thinking positive. That will never give you a positive result or anything of that sort. Second thing is be positive. There are some kind of people who are in this be positive zone. Be positive zone people are kind of, यार जो भी होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है, जो भी देता है भगवान देता है, how can we say no to it? You are kind of that. Thanks a lot, Khushi, for coming on video. So that is what most of the people think that. So those people are being positive people. Being positive people also will have a negative life, because when someone is slapping you, oh, जो भी होता है अच्छे के लिए होता है. So I'm totally against the concept of thinking positive and being positive. Why I'm in the concept of believers, go and do what is positive. Going and doing positive will guaranteed give you the experience of positivity. You don't need to, यार सोचने की जरूरत नहीं होता यार, living positive yourself. Go and do what is positive. So Subham, you have asked me the question. Let me just get a little more people active. How many of you drink soft drinks? Raise your hand. Tag. So I can see how many of you raise soft drinks. Most of you. Jessica, Subham, everyone drinks. Okay. Hrithik also has come live. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, most of you drink soft drinks. Put your hands down. Now let me put your hands down. Everyone put your hand down. Okay. Now, how many of you know it's bad for health? Raise your hand up. Most of you, I'm sure 99% of the people also know bad. So my question is, what can God do about your health anyways? So what is happening here is you're willingly doing the mistakes. You're willingly going for negativity. You know soft drink is bad. You know it's not good for health. And still you go and drink it. And you pray to God, God, give me good health. Even God is confused what to do with people. Right? So naturally what you're saying is the biggest problem of negativity is when you willingly ignore the truth or the right which you know. There even God or universe can't protect you. It's going to hit you so hard because यार आपको पता था फिर भी जाकर कर रहा है, किसका गलती है? So when I talk about positivity, let's keep thinking and being positive. Go and जाकर कर. And 90% of the people knows 90% of the positive thing which they have to do. यार सबको पता है क्या सही है, पर लोगों को यार चलता है. And when life you say चलता है, life will also tell you back, यार चलो ना, मैं भी चलता हूँ. And then you say why life is negative, why it's not working. I'm just giving a soft drink as a simple example. यार पीना है तो पियो, मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. पर like soft drinks, दुनिया में आपका कुछ ऐसा चीज होगा कि हाँ ये भी मैं कर रहा हूँ गलत, जानकर भी मैं गलत कर रहा हूँ, जानकर भी मैं गलत कर रहा हूँ. So stop doing what is this willful ignorance. Go and do what is right. Go and do what is positive. You're destined for positivity to be with you. So, did I answer the question?
Yeah, sir. Got my answer, sir.
Cool. The soft drink example is quite very important. Once I say the example, half the positivity concepts you'll understand. Now you'll putting your recorder behind. Yaar, kidhar मैं soft drink पी रहा हूँ, और soft drink can be replaced on various other things. What you're actually doing. Don't think soft drink example I'm putting it to make you feel bad. यार क्या कर रहा है जिंदगी में which I'm doing against the principle. Start correcting that. You will see how life has become positive. Cool. What's the next question? Just raise your hand and shoot. Some people want to test me first. So test with your random questions. If you don't have to, बस यार मुझे try करना यार कैसे. Don't ask me one question, how I'm answering the question. Everything else can be asked. Right? Now you'll say what experience? Yes. So हम उसे कितनी quality में? Oh, यार, if there's a Hindi comment, please repeat for me. Yeah? I can reading Hindi, I will struggle. Right? I can speak Hindi because I've seen a lot of Hindi movies. From there I spoke. My friends were all Hindi, so I spoke it from that point. So if there is a chat, please put it in English so I can pick it up much more quicker. Hindi, I'm going to struggle in general.
मैं इस चीज को सर थोड़ा और इजी कर देता हूँ सभी के लिए. यहाँ पे उपस्थित सभी साथी रोटरी क्लब से भी और हमारी टीम से भी, ये सेशन हमने आप सभी के लिए रखा है. आप अपने सवालों के साथ ओपनली आइए. आपको जो भी क्वेश्चंस दिमाग में चलते हैं, जो भी बातें आपको पूछनी है, आप पैनल के सामने रखिए, सर उसका जवाब देंगे। आपको अगर लगता है कि आपको किसी भी बात से अग्री नहीं करते हैं, आपको लगता है कि नहीं सर आपने ये बात सही नहीं कही, मुझे ये पॉइंट लगता है ऐसे होना चाहिए, आपने इसको ऐसे कहा, हम उसके लिए भी रेडी हैं, पर आप इस प्लेटफॉर्म का इस्तेमाल कीजिए। सर ने आज हमें अपना बहुत बहुमूल्य समय दिया है, तो यूज हिज नॉलेज, सीखिए उनसे। हमको बहुत टाइम लगेगा उन तक जाने में, उनकी एज तक, उनके एक्सपीरियंस तक, तो अगर वो खुद आए हैं तो भैया सीख लो। टीचर से सवाल करते हैं ना, पूछते हैं ना नई नई चीजें, तो पूछो। आप सभी को मौका है, आप सभी बेझिझक अपने सवाल पूछिए।
See, at the
भाषा कोई भी हो सकती है, इंग्लिश, हिंदी, कुछ भी आप पूछ सकते हैं सर
See,
से।
at the end of the day, now you'll think like, what experience do I have, right? I've talked from sixth grade student to 60-year-old group of adults. I've talked to police officers. I've talked to doctors. I've talked to teachers, HODs, professors of all age groups. I've talked to grandmothers and grandfathers and mothers and fathers of all age groups, right? The only one question, don't ask me how I'm answering. Everything else can be asked, provided is a genuine doubt. The other thing you got to remember, other question puchega, the other answer only I can give. Some things can be very, very, very personal. That, yes, you can't ask. For that, you can ask Subham, or you can figure out my number and message me personally if you want to clarify that. Because what I believe is, yeah, I'm just doing it as a giving back to the community. Get यूटिलाइज मी एज मच, कितना तक मैं करने वाला मुझे भी पता नहीं, कल मैं बंद करने वाला मुझे भी पता नहीं। जब तक सही तरह से लोगों का क्वेश्चन का उत्तर मैं देने वाला हूँ, मैं करते जाने वाला हूँ। जब उत्तर नहीं आएंगे, बंद करके डीक प्रश्न आप सोशल मीडिया में ही नहीं देखने वाला। सो राइट नाउ आई एम ओपन फॉर पीपल फॉर क्लियरिंग एनी डाउट। यू आर मीटिंग विद अ लॉट ऑफ psychological people, right? So feel free to, yes, Hrithik, go ahead, then I'll go to Kushbu.
कभी कभार ऐसा होता है कि लाइफ में होता है कुछ लोग बिल्कुल ही गलत होते हैं।
कभी कभार क्या होता है,
मतलब लोगों को पता है कि वो गलत है, हम उन्हें सही करने की कोशिश करना चाहते हैं, और वो हमें पता है वो सही नहीं होंगे। होता ना कभी ऐसे, जैसे कोई सिगरेट पीता तो हमें पता है वो सिगरेट कभी छोड़ेगा नहीं। हाँ, तो उसे किस लिमिट तक बोल सकते हैं?
गुड क्वेश्चन।
मतलब कभी कभार तो ऐसे एक लिमिट आती है कि नहीं बोल के फर्क ही नहीं पड़ेगा, या कुछ करना पड़ेगा इसके लिए।
गुड,
तो ये लिमिट कब हम सेट कर सकते हैं?
So what happens here is that he's asking me the question. My English is okay, no? I just want to clarify. If my English, if I go to go full,
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So what you got to understand is, now he's talking about you are making a mistake, you're having the error, you keep doing the mistake. Why? Main reason is, why do people drink soft drinks? Why do people go alcohol? Why do people go into various other factors? The main reason is they're frustrated in life somewhere. Frustrated in life means when you are irritated with something in life. For example, a mother doing all the household work, irritated with the household work, she has to see TV series. Fathers, so she's doing it wrong, but she has to do it. Why? Yaar, main to kuch to different kiya. For example, father getting frustrated with work, and then he has to watch the 9 o'clock news. So, and then slowly, kids, exam fear starts coming in, they have to play video games. And, then chat with friends. When the child doesn't get proper love from their mother or father, or proper care from mother or father, they will need a boyfriend or a girlfriend to do it. So if you really look at it, आप कुछ गलती कर रहा है, because somewhere around you're not happy in life. Somewhere around you're frustrated in life. वो frustration को block करने के लिए you find out something else wrong to do कि यार मेरा जिंदगी उतना तो बुरा नहीं है. So what happens, for example, let me give a simple example of soft drinks again. I'll pick up soft drinks again. Why the youth is drinking soft drinks? Main concept is sugar and caffeine. What is caffeine? You guys are all in the psychological side of things. Go and search about caffeine. Caffeine is a psychoactive drug. What is a psychoactive drug? It is equal to cocaine. So if you look at psychoactive drug, has caffeine, which is also equal to cocaine. Why do people drink cocaine? When they're too frustrated, too depressed in life, they want to just have a detachment from their mind and their heart. So they take a drug so that they don't truly, the heart and the mind is not connected, questioning them, they're doing it wrong. Now the other part, you're like, oh sir, you're discussing caffeine. Tea and coffee also has caffeine. Now what about that? Yes, tea also, coffee has caffeine. या 6 बजे वो 4 बजे चाय आप नहीं पीता, सर दर्द आता है, that is also caffeine. So when you naturally look at that, is when you are frustrated in life, you need caffeine. When you are frustrated in life, you want entertainment. When you are totally depressed in life, you have to listen to loud music. When you are not happy in life, you have to watch the 3 hours of movie. Why? You're detaching from your real life emotions and getting used to something loud, something druggy, something to detach from the real life situation. So you will keep doing it until you have the frustration. That's why I'm saying every human being have a maximum 5 problems in life. You can either fix it, or you can get addicted, or get entertainment and get a break, or I'll get that music or get that movie going on into your system. Hope Ritik I have made sense on that.
Yes sir. एक बात और है, जैसे कुछ लोगों को होती है एडिक्शन इस चीज की एडिक्शन नहीं, जैसे कुछ एक्टिविटीज की एडिक्शन, जैसे होता है फाइटिंग की एडिक्शन होती है, मार्शल आर्ट बहुत करते हैं लोग, तो इस चीज को अपनी प्रॉब्लम में आके भी नहीं छोड़ते, जैसे हड्डी वड्डी टूट गई है अभी ठीक हुआ है, दिल से लड़ना है.
So what happens is जब आपका अंदर का गुस्सा निकालने के लिए आपका रास्ता नहीं मिलता, then you go hardcore kickboxing and all that thing, right? आप यार जो जिस पर गुस्सा है उसका माफ करो ना, ज्यादा मार्शल आर्ट में नहीं जाएंगे आप. So what is naturally happening, यार किस पर गुस्सा है? गुस्सा निकल रहा क्या? पंचिंग. So if you naturally look at it, once you forgive that, यार सीधा सही तरह से भागो या वॉक करो, same calories are going to burn. If you naturally, but then if you want to enjoy it, आप enjoyment के हिसाब से, यार आप एक health point of view के हिसाब से your martial art में कर रहा है, whatever it is, not a problem. But when you're addicted to it, यार मुझे करके ही मुझे सुकून मिलता है, then it's a problem. क्योंकि वो सुकून के पीछे आप कर रहा है. और सुकून क्यों चाहिए? पास में कुछ गड़बड़ चल रहा है, उसका सुकून चाहिए, इसलिए हम मार्शल आर्ट में जा रहे हैं. Clear, Hrithik?
Yes, sir.
Counter me also, right? Yes, Kushbu. If you're talking, I can't hear you. No, we can't hear you. You can hear her? Someone? No.
खुशबू, आप अपना सवाल लिख दीजिए. हमें लगता है आप अनम्यूट करिए एक बार अपने आप को. अनम्यूट करो बच्चे.
Okay, she's already asked a question. So,
okay.
So she's asking how to better yourself, correct? Now, how to better yourself? No, I'm just trying to understand from where your question is coming from, right? So, yeah, how to better yourself. So, first thing to better yourself is stop comparing this self with some other self. Because you can never do better when you're comparing yourself with some other self. That's my perspective, right? So the first step is stop comparing, because every time you compare, you will question your worth. Every time you compare, you will doubt that I'm not good at it. So if you say a girl's hair is good, indirectly you're saying that I'm not good. If you say that the girl looks good, indirectly you're saying that I'm not looking good. So the main reason what happens is you constantly compare, you will lose the first value. Second thing is to know yourself or to improve yourself, you should know what your strength is and what your weakness is. आपका ताकत क्या है? आपका, I don't know, Hindi version of weakness. आपका weakness क्या है? So what you need to do is work on your strength only. Work on your weakness only if it is an obstacle to your goal. If you're trying to be a Hindi teacher, don't go and study English and waste your time because English looks cool. Most people try to work on English regardless. यार fashion है तो करता हूँ. When you're doing for fashion, you will see that you will lose yourself in the process. The comparison one point, that is the other joke I say. This will hit a lot of girls here. Every curly hair wants a straight hair and every straight hair wants a curly hair. I have no idea why. Seriously, man. Like if you accept you are happy with a curly hair, you accept you are happy with the straight hair, beauty parlors will all go on loss. Right? Every fat girl is told to be thin and every thin girl is told to be fat. No one talks about fitness here. That is why I say many uncles and aunties will say, "यार बहुत मोटी लग रही है, very पतला." Ma'am, auntie, let's run 1 kilometer. Let's see who's going to win. There we'll decide the fitness, rather than deciding by looks or fat or thin or whatever it is, right? The other joke: every dark person is told to be fair, and if you're too fair, no, they will say you get tan yourself. Dusky look. Right? The other thing is, if you have a scar on the face, they will say have a clear face. If you have a clear face, they'll have a tattoo on the face. Clear face also, they will say put a tattoo on there. Why? They're constantly telling you, don't be you, don't be you, don't be you. Only then I can make money out of you. So the real beauty of the life is that people will constantly tell you, be someone else, and you will lose your value. You will see many great speakers. I have made 1 million. I will tell you how to make 1 million. They're not telling, they are selling in complexity in your mind that you don't have 1 million, I have 1 million, I will tell you how to do it. I've understood positivity. I've understood greatness. I've understood spirituality. There's many people pitching it, creating a complex in your heart and telling that I will help you do it. Take my book 1, take my book 2. You don't understand life. Take my course. You don't understand my life. Take my elite course. You don't understand my life. Oh, then look at someone else. But within that time, the guys have made enough money in the process over here. So what you got to understand here is, if you're living someone else's life, you can never ever love yourself or improve yourself in some form. I hope, Khushbu, I've answered it very, very clear. I'm sure you won't have any counter question to that. Good. Yes, Jessica, you're next. Then I will come to Khushbu.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
So I have a question. Like, what I think is hope is somewhere connected to positivity.
Hope, no. Hope
Nope.
is negative. Faith is positive.
Okay. So what is the difference between hope and faith?
So
faith
hope
is like confirmation, like
No.
I can do this.
I will tell you hope. Hope is when you do half the thing and expect God or universe to help you.
Okay.
I hope it goes well. I hope things will go right. I hope God will help me. That is all hope. What is faith? I have done my best. God has no other choice than to help me. I have done my 100%. Whatever result comes doesn't make any big difference. I have faith in my action. I have faith in the actions which I'm taking. I have faith that my action is 100% positive. Then even though negative comes, there's something to learn. So that is faith. Hope is, you're doing half, you're cutting corners and hope it goes well. When you cut corners, hope comes. When you don't cut corners, faith comes. If it made sense.
Okay. And sir, I have one more question. Why does people have unrealistic expectations from others?
Because
they already know that this is not possible, but still they believe that ये होना चाहिए.
Because they didn't get the biggest hit of them from the other person yet. Yeah, जब मार मिलता है सीधा मुंह पर, no, people will understand. So that is the biggest joke I tell people. Once upon a time, there was a dog sitting underneath a nail and just making noise, crying. I want, help me. So the owner was sitting next to it. The passenger was, yeah, why is the dog crying unnecessarily? He said, no, it's sitting on a nail. Then why can't he just stand up and move on from that nail or move out of that situation? He said, like, the pain is not deep enough. The nail is not deep enough. Jab tak you don't get hit by life, no? Aap to victim karke baithne wala hai, or you'll pick some random mental health issues. Yaar, mere paas depression hai. You're just going to play the victim card. So why you can't move on is, other reason is that is, for example, let's say girlfriend, it's because 70% of the girls and boys came to me with the breakup issue. So I'll give an example from there. So you didn't get your mother's care. And then suddenly a guy gives you all the care which you wanted. You can't leave that guy. Even though if it's toxic, you can't leave that guy. Because the care which your mother never gave, this guy is giving. You can't even think of detaching because you'll be completely broken because यार पहली बार कुछ care जैसा चीज मेरे जिंदगी में आ रहा है, मैं कैसे छोड़ सकता हूँ ये? You kill me, you destroy me, you slap me, you harass me, whatever it is. नहीं यार, ये care, जब तक तुम ये care देता हूँ, I'm with you. So what happened? But then the guy will hit. The care which she needs will supersede, will go down, and the harassment which is happening will supersede. Then dimag ka patti will open. Oh yaar, ye to galat ho raha hai. Then they will detach. So normally what happens is, some people needs the hit in life. I tell Bhagwan, yaar, जो भी प्रॉब्लम है सीधा सामने नहीं कुछ सीखना है, सो मुझे सिखाना दो, सीख के ऑटोमेटिकली वापस आने वाला है. क्या जैसे का अंदर
that acceptance is very much difficult. ना लोग accept ही नहीं करते हैं.
No, it'll hit you until you accept. You want to accept now, or you want to accept 5 years from now, you want to accept 10 years from now, it is your call. Right? But then the pain is going to go harder and harder. The hurt is going to go bad and bad. So it is your call. You realize the truth that way. See, what I tell people is that life is the greatest guru you can get. Right? I'm a person that people should not go in search of mentors and gurus and all that from my perspective. If you're going from a spiritual side of things, yes, you need a guru. If you're going from a career point of view or a growth point of view, you need a mentor from that perspective. Remaining remaining 90% thing, life is only teaching you. So if you start seeing life as your guru, these middlemen won't start misusing you. Right? Sometimes I still know some people, when they say a problem to a guy, they say, no, past janm ka problem hai. Yaar, ye janm pehla solve karo na, then past janm ke baare dekho na. Right? And they scam people. Like, I just sometimes don't understand, the people just bring the past life twist to the whole story, and then the people are really confused and you can't decode it. So what is happening here is when you don't learn from your life lessons, scammy people will be coming after you also to scam you more. So you will have this guy will say, get out of it. You will pay money, how to get out of, toxic relationship. If I put a session saying that, I will tell you how to get out of depression. No, you will see many people joining my session. But if I say, let's talk about positivity. Oh yeah, positivity. What positive? People, see, this world has gone in such a way that, Jessica, you put a negative name, people are more interested.
Actually, yes.
Right? If I tell that, I will tell you how to make your life positive, no one will come. If I tell that, are you struggling in your life? Are you having pain in your life? Let's work on to remove that pain. Oh, you will see audience flustering and coming in this world. Right? So the world needs negativity. It's kind of moved in entertainment. So let them do that part. At least you group working on whatever you are, take it from a positive thing. And at the end of the day, as I tell people, accept the things, the prayer of serenity, if you have heard. Accept the things what you can, change the things what you can change, and accept the things what you cannot change. And that's the best option, because life is going to keep hitting you. Jessica, I'll tell you a biggest joke on this. Any kind of person who you hate will keep repeating in your life. True or false?
Yes, sir.
You didn't accept all the hating people. You didn't forgive all the hating people. As long as you hate, God or universe have no other chance than to keep repeating the same people, the same situation, until Jessica changes, or he's just going to make it harder and harder until she forgives. Now after this, Jessica won't have any questions.
I'll try.
Right? Keep
my
trying.
best.
Because I hit your core, so I understand that. Yes, Kushi, go ahead.
Sir, why people do cheat?
Why do people?
Cheat. धोखा क्यों देते हैं लोग?
Okay, why do people cheat? Because you allow them to cheat. That is one reason. See, when a robber comes to you and you open here, man, my gold is here, come take it. He's going to cheat you and go. Now you're going and trusting a robber. It's not he cheating you. It is you allowing them to cheat. So that's why he's cheating you. Now, for example, let me give a simple example. If a robber comes to your house in super style, in whatever it is, right? But then you need your mother's care. And this robber talks very caring to you. Slowly, you'll trust him. But his intention is gold from day one. But you are after the care. So when you're after the care, he gives you the care. He knows that if I give Kushi all the care, I can manipulate her and get to the gold. But then if you're weak, the robber will come. It is not people cheating you. You're allowing them to cheat. Second thing you got to understand here is not about, cheating and all. What I said about trusting people. There are 5 people who you have to trust 100% from my point. One is your mother, father, trust 100%. If you believe in God, trust God 100%. Then you have your husband or future wife or future spouse. Trust them 100%. Doubting and going in marriage is a much more worse thing. The third thing basically you got to trust is your brothers, sisters. Trust until marriage. After marriage, leave them. This is very, very important. Brother only till marriage. Sister until marriage. Your children's also future until marriage. Everyone outside you never trust can always be a robber with time. Let it be your best friend. Let it be your closest friend. Let it be your uncle, auntie, relatives. Anyone can be a cheater when time comes, when the situation comes. If you accept that, you'll never go and trust them. There you go. Your trust never breaks and no one can cheat you. So, why people cheat? You allow them to cheat. My question is, why go trust a cheater? You're going and trusting a cheater, my mistake or your mistake. Don't try to blame them for the mistake. You're going and trusting robbers. That's why I say, whenever there's a negativity in your life, look into yourself. The answer is sitting there only. If you start blaming on someone else, naturally what happens is you're just going to keep repeating and seeing the robbers and cheaters keep coming again and again. See the other joke of life. Again, Kushi to you. If you got cheated once, if you don't learn, you will see the second person who comes in life will also cheat you and go. The third person also who comes in will cheat you and go. You'll be kept cheating until you learn that, yeah, this is cheater, I just stay away from them. Did I answer the question, Kushi?
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Cool. So if you want to counter me, feel free to counter me. As I said, don't take because yaar ye to bol raha hai to main no, counter me. Jab tak you don't come to the root of it, like Jessica did this way, that way, cross that way, ask me in all ways to work it out from that point, right? Yes, Ritik.
अभी आपने बोला किसी पे भरोसा नहीं करना, तो हम अगर एक ऐसी सिचुएशन आ जाती है जहाँ से हम पता है कि हम कर भी सकते हैं पर हमें डर है कि हम नहीं कर पाएंगे। जैसे होता है ना कि दो बंदे भाग रहे हैं, एक गड्ढा आ गया, एक कूद के उस साइड पहुंच गया, फिर हमें लगता है हम भी कूद सकते हैं पर हम डर की वजह से कूद नहीं पा रहे वहाँ पे। सामने वाला बोल रहा है तू कूद जा, मैं अगर गिरने वाला होगा मैं हाथ पकड़ के उठा दूंगा, तो हमें कूदना चाहिए नहीं कूदना चाहिए?
Very good question. Now, first of all,
भरोसा नहीं करे कि नहीं?
No, first of all, that is a very good analogy you have got here. So you're asking me is one guy has jumped and he's successfully jumped. But the other point, now you are there with fear and he's telling you to jump, I will give you the hand. Now, do you have any guarantee that he'll give you a hand? No.
तो पूरे रास्ते में सब भटका है।
हाँ, फिर भी बट एट द लास्ट मिनट उसका पूरा स्ट्रैटेजी है कि यार ये जाके अंतर में जब ये कूदने का समय आता है मैं उसको खात ही लेने वाला हूँ, वो गिर के मरने वाला है। इफ दैट इज स्ट्रैटेजी, यार उससे बेहतर है कूदने के लिए सीखो ना अपने आप। ये हाथ को क्यों वेट एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है? ये डर खत्म करो ना। ये डर में बैठ के यू आर थिंकिंग दैट ये डर निकालने के लिए कोई और आदमी है, वो नहीं आया तो आप गिरेगा तो। So the question here is you have to trust a person. If you fall also, you can stand up. Many people यार ये हाथ देगा, गिरने के बाद आप उठने का ताकत नहीं होता आपका। So when you are jumping, have a calculated risk. यार ये हाथ नहीं दिया तो मैं गिरने वाला हूं, गिरने के बाद मैं उठ जाके वापस पहुंच सकता है नहीं, फिर कूदो ना। ये हाथ देने वाला वो हाथ सोच के आप जंप करेंगे, नहीं दिया तो। So rather than focusing on यार ये छलांग में सही तरह से नहीं कर सकता, मैं ट्रेन करके मैं इंप्रूव करके मैं जंप कर, वो हाथ देगा तो गुड, वो नहीं देगा तो मैं गिरने के बाद उठकर उधर ही जाने वाला है। So that builds up self confidence, that builds up positivity, that builds up who you are. Did I answer the question, you think?
Yes sir, पर इसके हिसाब से थोड़ा सा ज्यादा है। जैसे हमने सोचा कि अब हम बिजनेस करने वाले हैं, हाँ, तो बिजनेस तो क्या पता बिजनेस चला, क्या पता बिजनेस कोलैप्स हो गया। तो इस सिचुएशन में भी तो ये क्वेश्चन होता है कि
फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल इफ यू आर स्टार्टिंग अ बिजनेस विद अ फ्रेंड, द फर्स्ट थिंग यार पार्टनरशिप एग्रीमेंट साइन करो पहले। हमें विश्वास करता हो हम दोनों एक साथ बिजनेस शुरू करेंगे। यार जो भी दोस्त लोग ऐसा शुरू किए हैं बाद में गड़बड़ी हुआ था जब पैसा आने के समय आता है। सो इफ यू हैव अ फ्रेंड, यू आर स्टार्टिंग अ बिजनेस, यू आर ट्रस्टिंग समवन, एग्रीमेंट, हमारा एग्रीमेंट है, पार्टनरशिप एग्रीमेंट है, या हमारा ग्रुप एग्रीमेंट है, या हमारा ये एग्रीमेंट है, इस हिसाब से हम काम करने वाला, बस इतना परसेंट आपका है, इतना परसेंट मेरा है। ऋतिक, यू हैव नो आइडिया, मेनी पीपल हैव टॉक टू, दोनों ट्रस्ट के हिसाब से जब पैसा आना शुरू करते हैं, वो बोले ये मेरा है, वो मेरा है, उधर करो, ये पार्टनरशिप भी दो साइड में जाता है। ट्रस्ट टू अ सर्टेन लेवल दैट ही कैन ब्रेक माय ट्रस्ट इन फ्यूचर, मैं उसके लिए तैयार हूं, उस हिसाब से ट्रस्ट करो ना। व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज, ये ट्रस्ट करके नहीं यार, उस ये ट्रस्ट में मेरा पूरा जिंदगी गुमा हुआ है, दैट इज वेयर माय प्रॉब्लम इज। ट्रस्ट करो, पर ये तोड़ने की जरूरत है, जब वो ब्रेक करेंगे उसके लिए मैं भी तैयार हूं, उसी से जाएंगे। यू विल थिंक ऑन लॉजिकल, प्रैक्टिकल एंड नॉट इमोशनल। दैट वो इमोशनल डिस्कनेक्शन होना चाहिए व्हेनेवर यू आर ट्रस्टिंग। नाउ क्लियर? Khushi, more questions?
So we have a question from Shivangi in chat box.
Okay, let me take Khushi's and then I'll take Shivangi's.
Yeah.
She's on video. She'll get priorities anyhow.
Yes.
थैंक यू सर। सर मुझे पूछना है कि अगर कोई बंदा है ट्रेडिंग कर रहा है, उसे कंटिन्यूसली लॉस हो रहा है, तो वो लेस मोटिवेटेड हो जाता है, उसको लगता है कि वो लाइफ में मतलब वो सक्सेसफुल हो पाएगा या नहीं हो पाएगा, तो उसको हम फिर वापस से मोटिवेट कैसे करें? मतलब उसको लग रहा है कि चांसेस ही नहीं है सक्सेसफुल होने के।
See, for me, trading is gambling. Point number 1. Second about trading is, जो भी आप पैसा डाल रहा है पूरा lose, which I'm going to totally lose this and then go into trading. Never take loan and do trading. Never take your father's money or mother's money and do trading. Get a job, make that money 50% or 20%, test trading. Never take trading as profession. If you do this, trading is always good. But most people go trading for quick money. जब तक आप quick money के लिए trading के लिए, most people lose only. And trading is such a fluctuative market that people who are entering into trading, यार you are all being scammed in the process. जो बड़ा ऊपर बैठा है उसके लिए ही आप अंदर बैठ रहे हैं. So most money, use your money to make money. When the fall comes, the rich people have already taken out the money. So the first thing is, वो फेलियर में जा रहा है, जाकर लोन में डूबो, वो डूबने के बाद समझ आएगा या ट्रेडिंग में नहीं जाएगा. The problem with people, I've talked to so many people, sir, ये डाल के 1 लाख गया, 2 लाख गया, यार, why people get into shortcut? When you go for shortcut is when all the problem happens. Right? So what I tell people is, yeah, how to?
उसे समझाएं कैसे कि नहीं ये रॉन्ग है, ये बात रॉन्ग है, ट्रेडिंग नहीं करनी, मतलब अपने पेरेंट्स के आप पैसे नहीं लगा सकते जब तक आपको जॉब भी मिलता है।
पहले दोस्त लोग पैसा देना बंद करो, ये पैसा कोई दे रहा है इसलिए वो खेल रहा है. That is point number 1. Second thing is, again, is this an addiction? It is same addiction which I told. Is it something he wants to prove someone? Is it something he's hurt about? Is something he wants to get addicted and get that nasha out of it at the end? See, even trading is also drinking like soft drinks only. यार जिंदगी में कुछ नहीं हुआ, गम है, वो गम पे ट्रेडिंग पे डाल के वो फ्लक्चुएशन, इमोशनल फ्लक्चुएशन एक्सपीरियंस करके ये जो भी असलियत गम है उसमें बुला के मैं ट्रेडिंग पे जाने वाला हूँ. इफ यू आर गोइंग फ्रॉम दैट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, ट्रेडिंग में डूबने वाला है वो. पर डूब के जब सब लोग उसको मारना शुरू करेंगे, जब सब लोग वो यू ट्राई टू रन अवे फ्रॉम द प्रॉब्लम, यार ठीक हो जाएगा, वेट फॉर इट.
और अगर ट्रेडिंग किसी का पैशन हो, तो
ये पैशन है तो that's what, don't play as gambling, study the thing properly. जो भी आपका सेविंग्स है 10% डालो ट्राई करके, एंड यू मेक प्रॉफिट, वो प्रॉफिट वापस डालो. यार नया पैसा क्यों डाल रहे ट्रेड में? ट्रेड में इतना एक्सपीरियंस, इतना पैशन है, 10 रुपया डाल के 1 लाख बनाओ. ये 10 रुपये 10,000 डाल के 20,000 डाल के 5 लाख, यू पुट 1 लाख, उस पर यू डबल कर रहा है. 10 को 100 बना के दिखाओ, नहीं 10 को 100 बना के दिखाओ. इतना पैशन है तो ये पैशन वैशन नहीं होता. व्हेन आई से 10 रुपया को 100 पे पैशन नहीं आता. जब मैं 1000 1 लाख बोलता हूँ उस टाइम पैशन आता है। एक पैशन वाला आदमी कैसा होता है कि आपको पैसा मिलेगा भी करेंगे, पैसा नहीं मिलेगा भी तुम्हें करेंगे। दैट इज रियल पैशन। So is trading really passion or money making passion? It is money making. When you come to trading, is money making only. Generally. Passion ये बाद का, money पैसा तो मिल रहा है passion. So that is what you will differentiate what is passion. Passion is something you're going to do if you get paid or if you don't get paid. इतना passion हो तो खुशी. I will give you a better idea. Virtual trading platform is there who don't pay you. जाकर खेलो उधर, जितना भी खेलना है जिंदगी भर खेलो पैशन के लिए, right? Made sense? I hope I'm not breaking people's passion here. Good. Yes, Kushi, again one more question. Oh wait, who was on the chat? What is the chat's question?
Yes, sir. Shivangi want to ask, when two things are very important in life, then such a situation comes that you have to do only one choice. Then what to do, sir? अगर आपकी जिंदगी में दो important चीजें हैं, क्या किया जाए अगर एक choice करना पड़े?
No, but tell me what is the choice? No. Now, if you ask me if your mother is drowning and your wife is drowning, who do you select? I can give an answer for that, but if you ask me a question for that, right? So what are the two important things? Because I want to know if it's really important or not. Now, for example, let's look at the logical point of view. I'm very, very logical and practical in life. Now, the best two important discussion after a married man will say, if your mother is drowning and your wife is drowning, who do you save? I would generally save my wife. Now, many people say, what about mother? Mother will live for another 10, 20 years only. Wife is going to stay for another 40 to 50 years with you. So technically speaking, sometimes there is a logical aspect behind it also in some form or the other. And a wife is the one who makes you a man. A wife is the one who actually makes you understand a lot of better things or different things in life. When you start comparing from that point of view, keeping a wife would be much more better than keeping a mother, because after a certain role, mother don't have that much of role in your life. It is more your wife's role in some form or the other. So that's how I see it. So what are the two important things? Because first of all, two important things or two important people? Now if you ask me, sir, who do I select, parents or my lover who's of a different caste and religion? That is a different discussion. But if you ask me, sir, I have career A and career B, this is what it is, this is what it is, a different discussion. So what I specifically want to know, if she can share, what is that too important? Like, what is it, a thing? Is it a person? Is it a relationship? What is going versus? So I can talk from that angle. So there's more clarity. Or it'll be a very vast topic I'm going to get into. She's there?
Shwagi, please extend your question. आप अपने question को extend कर सकते हैं.
Person. See, now the person has come. So now person comes is now important person. Is it father, mother versus a boy? Is it a best friend versus a lover? Is it a husband versus others? Now, if I will tell you very, very simple, I will tell you how to select it. If it is mother, father, and a lover, 99%, I would just really suggest to take your parents at the end of the day, because generally you have no guarantee, because many girls and boys who I talk to after love marriage, only they will know the real characteristic of the husband and wife. So there is a risk. So choose husband, and 90% of the girls will choose husband only. So if you think many boys have this, after being really successful, parents will say no. Girls will always choose their parents only. Now it is too important person. If it is your best friend and your lover or husband, choose always your husband and not the best friend, because with time he will have a wife, he will have a lover, and that will split up anyways. Now the third person is outsider or insider, which has at 5 people: mother, father, brother, sister, which are 5 people. Always pick their side. Everyone else ready to throw away. They're not important to you. I hope I've indirectly ticked on various relationships to make it very, very simple to the point. And Shivangi, if you come live and ask me, this is much more. Come on audio, or change your voice, or come with a fake account. If you know the link, come with a fake account also. I tell people, for me, as long as person asks me a question is all matters at the end. Go ahead, Ritik and Khushi. Go, Ritik, let me go. Oh, Priyanka is saying why there's ups and downs. I'll come to that. Yes, Ritik. People who hold on, people who are new, I give first priority to video, I give second priority to audio, I give second, third priority to chat. Go ahead, Ritik.
यस तो आपने जैसे बताया तभी कि मतलब प्रायोरिटी उसे देनी चाहिए जो हमारे काम है। तो मतलब एक बंदा है जिसमें जो हमारे साथी है तो उसके साथ रहने से हमें सपोर्ट मिलता है, और हम चाहते हैं कि उसको छोड़ के हम उससे आगे कुछ जाके अपना कुछ काम करें, मतलब एक तरीके से उसको धोखा देके अपनी सक्सेस बढ़ाना। तो ये सही रहेगा।
100% right. Friends are only a mutual beneficial relationship, and once they're done with it, all you got to do is to move on.
अगर वो बंदा फैमिली से ही हो तो
फैमिली से
जैसे वाइफ ही हो,
wife is
जैसे अपनी हस्बैंड या वाइफ।
see husband and wife, what happens here is that
इनकी वजह से अगर हम लैक डाउन कर रहे हो अपनी लाइफ।
hold on, husband and wife, what happens is the duty of the husband to make the wife or the husband understand why they are doing what they are doing. It is a duty, because you can throw and go, but then that is not, I am not a supporter of that. Is try your best to the best of the possible until यार मैं करके एक तो दिन मैं wife और husband को believe करने वाला जो भी मैं कर रहा हूँ सही कर रहा हूँ. Now the other point is it positive or not? Because some people say, sir, I want to roam around with my friends or alcohol पी के मुझे wife मुझे समझा, should understand that is stupidity. So it should be a valid reason. And that valid reason should be very, very valid. For example, you have a child, you have a wife, suddenly you say, wife, मुझे काम छोड़ के सीधा business शुरू करना है. She will never say yes to it, because you have your fees to pay, you have your wife to take care, all these things. Suddenly business का craze आ गया, जाकर business के लिए jump कर रहा है. That is not logical. So what I am trying to say here is that if a wife is backing you or pulling you down, your point is to how to make her explain the whole database, how it is working, why it has to work. Sit with them, discuss, and try your best to work it out. So at least we think of we and not me and you. A husband and life begins to mess up when you start thinking that my idea and your idea. A power of a husband and wife is when it's our idea. When our idea is very, very clear, that but once in a while your wife's mood is bad, or once in a while husband's wife is not. That time you will fight with the same idea only. Yeah, you didn't allow me to do this, you didn't allow me to do that. That is a part of husband and life. But then once everything is peaceful, once everything is going beautiful, then you see, yeah, where do we have to go? And when you start working towards that, you don't have to leave and run away from your wife, because if you leave or run away from your wife, I'm sure the new wife who you're going to marry will also be same from my perspective. Because whichever kind of person you don't learn from, they will keep repeating in your life. Clear? Yes. Okay, go ahead. Yes, Kushi.
सर इन अ रिलेशनशिप सब कुछ सही चल रहा है और सडनली आपका पार्टनर आके बोलता है मतलब सब ओवर हो गया, एक प्रॉब्लम आ गई है, तो एंड कट ऑफ कर देते हैं सब कुछ, मैसेज कॉल वगैरह कुछ नहीं होता, मतलब तब फिर क्या होगा? कुछ टाइम बाद, महीनों बाद वो आके बोले मतलब ही सेड या शी सेड सॉरी, तो फिर क्या करें?
See, what happens is that is called dumping. You can call it in any other way. When someone suddenly just blacks you out or shadows you, I would make it very simple. The guy or the girl has dumped you. Accept the fact. ये क्यों हो रहा है, ये क्या हुआ, why suddenly? Because he's done with you. See, many guys are there. Since you're a girl asking me the question, many guys are there. Once they get the physical relationship with the girl, they will dump them then and there. There are many guys in this. I'm only saying, I'm not blaming guys. I can tell you a girl's point of view also. So what I tell people is, for me, a relationship only is applicable after marriage. Before marriage is all time pass for me. Anytime the breakup can happen, anytime they can throw you and go, anytime they can dump you and go. So my thing is, yaar, I always said, pehle koi bano, be someone first and then go after someone. So you attract the person of who you have become. Now, if someone is coming and directly dumping you, maybe he got a better girl, possible. Maybe he have a better plan, possible. Maybe he's done with you, possible. Let it be anything. He doesn't see your worth, so he has dumped you. When you start seeing that I'm much more valuable than what I am for this person, you will increase your value and you'll be thankful, God, yeah, good, he left me now. शादी करके के बाद छोड़ेगा तो मेरा जिंदगी क्या होने वाला है? So once you start seeing it from that perspective, oh यार अच्छा हुआ है लड़का अब भी छोड़ कर गया. Right? There are many girls who I know after love marriage, after having a kid, the guy dumps. I have personally also, I know a girl who's staying in Kashmir, marries, runs away from the parents, goes and stays at her home. After that, the guy just left her and never came back. And she calls me, sir, how to live? I said, like, yaar, jaakar bhaga kyun pehle? As Kritik says, when the hand someone is giving, be careful, yaar, girega to ut ja sakta hai ya nahi? So, accept that he has dumped you. If that person has done that, easiest to accept it, focus on, and then the last part, if you want to forgive that guy also, ki yaar, thanks a lot for these people to give me the experience that like these cheaters and dumpers are there in my life. And once you start forgiving him, then automatically you'll start smiling, automatically you'll start becoming free, automatically you'll move on from the relationship. But if you start blaming, yaar sab uska galti hai, yaar nahi karna tha, why he suddenly stopped calling, yaar uska problem hai, uska zindagi hai, koi aur ladki mila hoga. Yeah, well, he's done. So why people fall into this trap is, I tell, the gap filling love. Before marriage, any relationship is a gap filling love. Mama ne care nahi diya, ladka care de, Allah, this is love. Right? My father didn't give me attention, this girl is giving me attention, oh, this is love. My brother didn't give me the protection, this guy gives me protection, oh, this is love. And once the gap is filled, satisfied, dumb. Oh, I'm having this crave of having a physical relationship, had the physical relationship, okay, dumb. So all that gap filling is there. Jab gap filling satisfy ho jata hai, dump ho jata hai. And that is how the law of life is. And many girls and boys are getting misused in this process. But क्या करो, इतना रोमांटिक मूवी लोग देख रहा है, स्कूल अभी रोमांटिक मूवी स्कूल में भी चल रहा है, तो स्कूल में भी बच्चे लोग ट्राई कर रहे हैं, हाँ आई लव यू यार, दिस वन दैट एंड दिस वन. इतना माया और इतना लस्ट आपके सराउंडेड है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल द बिगेस्ट, आई डोंट नो व्हाई पीपल लिसन टू, आई डोंट नो व्हाई सैड पीपल, हैप्पी पीपल लिसन टू सैड म्यूजिक. अभी तक उसका जस्टिफिकेशन मेरे दिमाग में ही नहीं जा रहा. यार इतना खुशी जिंदगी जी रहा है, oh I had a breakup, my life is bad and all that crap.
सर पता है मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि वो और दुखी होने के लिए सैड म्यूजिक सुनते हैं.
Correct. So that is the other reason, no, that why do people watch news? Because they feel that यार उसका जिंदगी इतना खराब चल रहा है, मैं तो इतना ठीक ठाक चल रहा हूँ, तो मुझे improve नहीं करना. So all these entertainment which people are getting to is just the reasoning of यार मेरा guilt को suppress करना है कि मुझ कुछ नहीं कर रहा. So देखे you live in that fantasy at the end. Cool. And the fun part, many girls, see, I will tell you the joke. This is my calculation of talking to a lot of youth in general. If a girl or a boy after breakup, if they learn, they are always good. But if a girl goes for a second relationship and second breakup, third breakup only they will learn. You look at that mathematics. I've seen that everywhere. You either learn from first breakup or you learn from the third breakup. But you will learn from either the first or the third. But second one, you will never learn. Right? So that is the beauty of relationships. But I said, yeah, why are you going into this relationship trusting guys and girls thinking that they're going to be forever? Jab samay ho to, as I tell people, love is a PhD topic. If degree students start trying to go PhD, you will fail only. Right? But some people need feeling to understand, ye PhD subject ke khama khan kyun ja raha hai isme? I will study my degree, do it very well, and then PhD samay I'll go for marriage at the end of it. Cool, Kushi? Okay, good. Go ahead, Jessica.
So I want to ask, is it okay to be practical in life, or there should be a good blend, or we should say emotional or equal balance of emotional sensitivity as well as practical in life?
So when you talk about emotions, you are expecting from the relationship. When you stop expecting, you become practical. Full stop. So you're expecting, मैं ये करके ये करने वाला हूँ. Their emotions will start. मैं करके ये नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Their gussa will start. So you see, I do all my sessions as a giving back to the community. I don't care what Subham is going to think. I don't care what Yasser is going to think. I don't give a damn for anyone what people. I'm going to tell the truth on the face. यार खुश लगा तो खुश लगो, दुख लगा असलियत में सबके सामने डालने वाला हूँ. You want to accept? Don't. I'm not affected by any of your feedback. If you tell me, sir, आपका session बकवास था, thank you very much for the feedback. Can you control my emotions? No. Right? Now, husband and wife, there will be an emotional thing because they are built up in that equation. There you will have a certain expectation. Your wife, no, she has to do this for me. She will also think, yeah, husband, no, she. So that I given, strict marks and terms and conditions apply. Everyone outside of that, stop expecting. You will start thinking practically, automatically. But this 5 people, which I said, mother, father, brother, sister, before marriage and all that thing, you can have some emotional bond because that is what is the drive which keeps you. But then again, the emotional bond happens while you're expecting something. I hug my mother, she has to hug me back. Nahi hug kiya to, nahi kyun, kya problem hai mama ko hug karke? So that is what actually happens. So being practical and logical is stop expecting, and when you stop expecting, life will become positive also. Cool?
Thank you, sir.
Yes, Khushi.
सर इमोशनल बॉन्ड करियर के साथ भी तो हो सकता है ना?
Emotional bond?
करियर के साथ होता है जब एग्जाम में फेल हो जाता है.
Emotional from a career perspective, work hard and work towards your growth. If I get promotion or not promotion, I'll keep trying. उधर इमोशन नहीं होता, उधर हार्ड वर्क होता है. वो आपका जो हार्ड वर्क है उस पर फेथ होता है. Now emotions come when you hope. This is back to Jessica's question. All emotions will come when you start hoping stuff. But have faith. I've worked hard. I've studied my best. I've gave my interview properly. I'm going to work on my career, and I'm going to keep working on my career. If I get promotion, good. If I don't get promotion, I still work hard. See, in my whole of my career, I never ever went for a formal interview. Every interview of my interview was completely rigged because I showed them performance, and with performance, people selected me for the job. So if you really look at it, yeah, work hard. That's the only thing which is needed to do. Career comes and goes. At the end of the day, career is only one part of life, not your whole life. There's much more bigger than career at the end of the day, right? So think it from that point of view. Finance is important. Career is not that important from my perspective. Your money is there. Why hard work can make career? I still don't know. Right? I always crack a joke. This is just a girl's joke, okay? This is purely a girl's joke. If you're a rich, multi-billion rich guy, why work on a career? Ash karo na. That's a simple concept I tell people. No, mujhe career hi bana. Yeah, everything is there and set. Why you have to struggle and get the shouting of people and build up a career and prove that I'm worthy of this and that and this and that. Join in this business. Everyone farish, paisa bana, ash karo na. That is a concept about career in the end. Why do you need a career for money? Right? And money is there. Still, I see people struggling for career. I don't know why. So see career from that point of view. It's just a money way of making money. If there are other sources to make money, yeah, you don't need a career also. If that makes sense. This is just a girl's example I'm saying. So yeah, just to make you understand. Yes, Kushti.
तो ऐसा होता है ना कि पैसे कमाना और करियर दोनों अलग अलग होता है, क्योंकि अगर पैसे ही कमाने होते तो इंसान वही 9 to 5 ही करता रहता ना, कुछ बेटर ऑप्शन देखता है. और जैसे मेरे लिए मुझे अगर पैसे ही कमाने होते तो मैं योगा तो कभी स्टार्ट ही नहीं करती ना, क्योंकि मेरे लिए मेरा करियर मैटर करता है, योगा मैटर करता है. अगर लैविश लाइफस्टाइल भी दिखेगा फिर भी मैं करियर जो मुझे करना है, जो मुझे पसंद है, मैं वो करूँगी.
So you have yoga as your career.
हाँ जी, योगा टीचर और साइकोलॉजिस्ट बनना चाहता हूँ.
Correct. So who's stopping you? Is someone stopping you?
नो मतलब नो, आपने बोला ना अभी कि मेकिंग मनी मतलब.
Correct. So what happens here is what I tell people is, yeah, if you're a good yoga teacher, अच्छा योगा सिखाओ. Forget the career part. अच्छा टीचर बनो. Forget that यार ये करके ये मिलने वाला, ये स्टेटस मिलने वाला, that all part. That is what makes the career negative. यार मैं तो अच्छा योगा सिखाने वाला हूँ, इम्प्रूव करने वाला, मेरा योगा में ज्ञान, I'm going to win, learn all this stuff, और मैं जाकर देने वाला. Whatever happens is going to happen. You work on, you improve, be a good yoga teacher, you work on from that, get certified in different yoga certified courses, get that certification going on, you become a certified yoga teacher from this institute, जाकर experience karo at the end of the day. Not to get worried about emotionally bonded, yaar mujhe bas. Sometimes you will do yoga, slowly you will understand that okay yaar, yoga hi tha, but slowly it goes to meditation. Then yoga, you will go slowly, you will go to fitness. So sometimes the career will, so for example, I thought of starting this as a motivational speaker. So yaar, paisa itna banana motivational speaking se, I'm going to mint money. But then slowly God put him to do free sessions. Now I was like, what the heck? Other people are making, 50,000, 1 lakh for all their sessions. Easily I can make all my sessions, how much of money I want. But then, when you're driven by career, yaar, sab log paisa bana raha hai, main to free kar raha hu, kyun free kar raha hu? खामखा सोच के it affects me. Okay, अभी तो मैं कर रहा हूँ, खुशी से कर रहा हूँ, पैसा तो I have my work is paying me. जितना मैं passion से करता हूँ, मैं करने वाला हूँ. So I'm not emotionally bonded. कल मैं उत्तर नहीं दे सकता, बंद हो गने वाला हूँ. उससे की भी I'm ready for that also. The day when I can't answer the question the way of clarity which I'm answering right now, you will see I will stop. So, am I emotionally bonded to my career, this thing? No. Then I start controlling my life the way I want it. But then is it fully in my control? No. But I will keep working. Whenever people call for my session, I'll just go and do it. Whenever people arrange a session, I just fly from UAE and come down and do it. My rule is very, very simple. If someone arranges a session, I have to give them a date and get it done. I'm staying in Abu Dhabi. I have to maybe fly for 1 day, do my session and get it done. So like that, if you start thinking that, you will think that you can be completely detached from your emotions also. I'm going to be the best yoga teacher. That is it. Work towards that. Don't think that yoga is a career. I will do this, I'm going to be the best yoga teacher. Go full on that. You will see that the career will choose you to be a good yoga teacher. Let the purpose choose you. That is much more powerful than you going after your passion. If that makes sense. Clear, Kushi?
हाँ सर, मुझे सॉरी एक और बात पूछनी है. जैसे अभी ना काफी स्टूडेंट्स कोटा में अभी 17 से ज्यादा स्टूडेंट्स ने सुसाइड कर लिया है. तो उसके पीछे का साइकोलॉजी क्या हो सकता है? मेरा एक फ्रेंड है, उसने होटल मैनेजमेंट करना था, तो पिछले साल उसने सुसाइड कर लिया. तो वो उसको करियर के इमोशनल बॉन्ड की वजह से हो सकता है या प्रेशर की वजह से?
Okay, let me
क्योंकि उसके पेरेंट्स ने उसको कभी प्रेशर नहीं डाला.
Let me explain. So let me give you a simple example of a girl who got 1 mark low and went and suicided. That is a typical standard suicide story all around the world. How that happens, me talking to a lot of people, I'll give you a simple example. There was a girl at the age of 10, very, very happy, mother, father, everything is happy. Then due to every 10th or the 15th girl I talk to is physically harassed by one of their family members. That is the reality of it. I don't know why the trend is there, but that's happening. So at the age of 10, a girl very, very happy, her uncle goes and harasses her in some form of the other. And she completely gets shocked. How can an uncle do something like that? Okay. But then she goes and tells to her mother. Mother will say, no, it's my brother. How the uncle can do that? It's your problem only. Some mothers will say that. Some mothers will say, hey, what the society will say, keep shut. Don't talk about this topic again in front of me. Now, this girl keeps this in her heart from the age of 10 and goes on to college because she had that physical touch or from their uncle in some form or the other, will want to have a relationship because mother is not listening to the problem. Father is not listening to the problem. She goes and shares this with the best friend. So when she shares with the best friend, she will say, oh, the best friend listens. And maybe the boy being very smart will get into a relationship with the guy. So then slowly, because of this, oh, he has listened to the biggest pain of my life. He has listened to the biggest secret of my life. I will do anything for him at the end of the day. And then what happens? Maybe they'll again go into physical relationship. After the physical relationship, the guy will dump her. Then what happens? Oh my God, uncle did this. My parents don't give value. Now the guy who I cared most also don't give a bother to me. What do I do next? Okay, I will score these marks, 100 marks or 90 marks, and show revenge to this guy, show proving my parents that I am worthy of being listened to, goes for these exams, get that 1 mark lows, thinks that I'm hopeless and useless because my mother don't give a damn, my father don't give a damn, my boyfriend who had dumped me, and the last option was this 1 marks or 90 marks which I need. I'm good for nothing, so let me go and jump and suicide. The story what you listen in the newspaper is not the real reason why the kid is suiciding. There is a bigger back story which half of the people don't even know about. Right? So I've talked to a girl who got raped, who literally got raped twice, and she asked her, tell me how you're saying life is all positive. It took me 2 years to make her understand life. It took me 2 years to make her realize what the life is all about. Now she's married to a pastor, doing a teacher's job and helping other kids to how to get out of all this crap. So the point is not about why people suicide. The point is all about is what is the past? Is there some suppression? Is there some pressure which they're building upon a longer perspective? So why did the girl actually suicide here? Because somewhere around she needed someone of her own to listen to a problem and help her to take that action. She didn't find her mother, she didn't find it from her father, she didn't find from that. And the last option is let me prove my worthy enough. There also she fails. And when she fails, what is the use of my living? Let me give it up. A simple way of a process, because you're all in the psychology and psychiatrist side of things. Let me tell you a simple way how the suicide concept works. Depression or all that this scammy words of all, depression, all that crap which people do. Depression is like holding on to fire. You're holding on to fire and saying that I like the orange color, saying that I like the movement of the fire. It's burning your hand. No. I like it. I want to hold it. So what happens? Slowly the pain goes into your mind. That is when you call depressed. So when the pain goes into your mind, you call it depressed. Then what happens next? Your mind asks questioning, leave this. Heart will say, leave this. Mind will say, no. I want this. So mind and heart starts in conflict. So in there, someone has to win. Either the mind has to win or the heart has to win. So what happens next? The mind will crush the heart, which loves, which doesn't hate anyone, which loves to beat, which loves peace, which doesn't like fear, which doesn't like questioning. It just loves. So this mind starts to compress this heart. And when you compress your heart too much, the heart will say, I want to beat, go and jump, let me be free. So suicide is all about heart asking for freedom from mind. If you really make it very simple way of why a suicide happens. Kushi, did I answer the question?
Thank you, sir. Sir, thank you for giving all answers
All thanks.
of my question.
Cool.
So with this, we have 2 last questions. अभी हम अपने समय की conditions हैं कुछ हमारे ऊपर, जिसकी वजह से हम अभी last 2 question हमें मिले हैं chat box में. प्रियंका का question है, sir, why there are ups and downs in life? तो प्रियंका जानना चाहती हैं कि जीवन में उतार चढ़ाव क्यों आते हैं.
Okay, let me crack a joke here again. When good things happen, be thankful to God. When bad things happen, blame you for that. If you start doing that, life is never up and down. It's always straight. Why mostly things go up is because you are working hard. When you don't give proper credits to people, when you're not showing gratitude, ego builds up. And to beat up your ego, life will go down. That is the general process of human life from a general ego-based topic. Now, every down is something to learn. If you don't learn, life will go up and again go down because you're not learning. Again, you go up, you will down and down. So what I keep saying is, a problem is a problem only if you see problem as a problem. Problem is only a problem if you see problem as a problem. That same problem, if you see as something life trying to teach you, that same problem becomes a lesson, a teacher to you. So why the down is coming, you're not learning. Now, for example, you're all drinking soft drink. The down didn't come yet. When the down comes, you will learn. Or else you will create the confidence and again the down will come. So all the down is coming is you are always there doing the same thing and not changing. If you don't change, the down will come. But then when you grow up also, with time a down will come to make you stronger. Another down will come to make you stronger. But the problem is if you go down and up and down and up and down and up, you're not learning. What I want is go up, fall a little bit down. Go up, fall a little bit down. go up for a little bit down. That is growth. Growth, you have to fail. You have to fail, only then you can grow. You have to make mistakes, only then you will learn. So don't think that life is always going to be up or always going to go straight. It has to go down and up. Why? You are changing. Right now, you're a student. After that, you become a wife. After wife, you become a mother. After mother, you become a... Their life is changing. Then how can you actually keep growing? When you have a wife, you will learn a lot of mistakes. Then you learn from them. When you become a mother, you will learn a lot of mistakes. And the thing will go on. I hope I've answered to that question. Who's next?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Priyanka said yes, sir. Thank God I heard Priyanka's voice. Good. So who's next?
So we have a last question for today's session, and Khushbu ने हमसे पूछा है how to forgive yourself and embrace and love yourself even with your imperfections and mistakes. तो वो जानना चाहती हैं कि कैसे खुद को माफ करें, खुद को और अच्छा और बेहतर बनाएं,
Got it.
खुद को प्यार करें.
So first of all, what I tell people is, when you... Khushbu asked the question, no? Who asked the question?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Khushbu. Okay, so now I know where she's coming from. So, Khushbu, what I tell people is, when you look at the mirror, who do you look? Do you look at you or someone else? If you look at you, raise your hand. If you're looking at someone else, put your hand down. When you look at the mirror, can you unmute your mic? I want to hear your voice. I'm seeing it. Let's see if your voice works. No? Did I corner her? I think I cornered. No? So speak. Okay, forget it. It's not working. So just raise your hand by saying that when you look at the mirror, do you watch you or someone else? If it is you, raise your hand. If it is someone else, put your hand down. All are raising hands? Or Shivangi has a question. So you're seeing someone else? Yes or no? Put a thumbs up at least. So if you're seeing yourself, put thumbs up. If you're not seeing, okay, you're not seeing yourself. So that means it is very, very good. That's the first step of realizing that you're seeing someone else. Why are you seeing someone else? Because you think that that person is much more better than me. And that girl has a better hair. Or I don't look good. Wow, how your mind is thinking that I'm not looking good? Because you have a beautiful person in your mind. First of all, many people compare one part of their life and not their whole life. For example, you have a girl who's topping and you're not topping. The topper would be getting hit by the parents every day and night, and that's why she's topping. You don't know about that. Right? Maybe the girl is looking really good because half the face is filled with chemicals, and that's why maybe she's looking good. Maybe you're not doing that. So when you're even looking at beauty or success or money or what, many people are, they're so rich. Oh, maybe they're corrupted and making the money. But you are very straightforward. You can't get that money at the end of the day. So stop looking at someone else and look into the mirror and say that, yes, I'm the most beautiful person in this world. Even though my mother loves me or not loves me. And if you believe in God, bring God in the picture. God will also love you regardless of whatever you do. Right? So I am most beautiful in front of guys. God has created me in the best possible way. Whatever happens or however it happens, I'm going to be loved. And God has no other choice than to love me. And when you bring the God perspective, no, you will slowly feel that you're much more greater and beautiful in His eyes. So when you start loving yourself, is when the God within you, if you believe in God, you start loving that God, God has created me for some special reason. Let me keep working towards it rather than thinking I'm corrupt people who are working against God in some form or the other. So there are negative people in this world and there are positive people in this world, and both are equal regardless of whatever happens in this world. Maybe that person's for negative people are working and thinking that yaar mera zindagi aisa jana hai. So you're looking at a corrupt guy and saying that yaar uska zindagi theek hai. But you are playing Sida and saying my life is not good. Maybe you are better than the other person technically. So when you start seeing life from that perspective, slowly you'll think that yaar mera zindagi to theek thaak hi hai, utna problem to nahi hai. मैं दिमाग में सोच के उसका जिंदगी सेट हो रहा है. Right? Some people are there, oh, celebrity is so good looking. Half the celebrities are fake maked up. And उसको जैसा दिखाना है, उसको जैसा, लोगों को, ये कहना. And जब तक you are living someone else's life, always the self-confidence won't come. Did I answer the question? Put a thumbs up if you got it. If not, then I will continue on the topic again. Clear? Or your hand thumbs up is fine. She's typing something. Oh God, she's coming with another question now. She's typing. Or you're saying thank you, you can put a thumbs up also. That's what you're trying to say. Oh God. And അച്ഛൻ്റെ കൈയാണ് അച്ഛൻ 5 minutes കഴിഞ്ഞ കൈ ഇത് കണ്ടോ. My kid has come from nowhere. So a little more explanation how to love yourself. First of all, just 1 second. I just have to maintain a crisis here. So back again. So just more about loving yourself. I'm just trying to understand, why do you hate yourself so much? That's what I want to really know. Or else what happens is your mother didn't appreciate you, or your father is not appreciating you, or something revolved around there. There is someone who's making you hate yourself. Maybe your father comparing with another girl, or your mother comparing with another girl, or something is there. As long as I don't, you're asking me half the question. And that is a problem in some form or the other, right? So what happens is from that perspective is when, just give me 1 second, I just came from nowhere. Yeah, so that's what you got to work out and see how it all goes, right? Right? So cool. Khushbu, you know what, I really want to know what is the real. You're asking me half the question, and you know it, and I know it. You're asking me half the question, right? Right? So see it from that point of view. Just leave him, Ria. So I'll take care of him. I'll take care of him. I'll take care of him. I know. Yeah, I'll take care of him. Right? So yeah, so that's what it is. And yeah, go ahead.
Stop it. I will.
Just 1 second, please. I have to switch. Cool. So anyone else have any questions?
सर आई थिंक आज के हमारे जितने भी क्वेश्चंस थे हमारे काफ़ी साथियों ने पूछे हैं. बाकी आप में से जो भी साथी सर से क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हैं या आपकी कोई क्वेरी है तो आप सर को मेल भी कर सकते हैं. अभी कुछ ही समय में हम लोग सर का मेल आईडी और भी जानकारी ग्रुप में आपको प्रोवाइड करवाएंगे, जिससे कि आप इन चीज़ों को देख और समझ पाएंगे. इसी के साथ सर हम हमारे सेशन को एंड करने की तरफ बढ़ रहे हैं और आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया, आपने अपना बहुमूल्य समय.
सर वी हैव वोट ऑफ थैंक्स.
जी, उसके साथ हम बढ़ेंगे आगे. यस सर, अब वोट ऑफ थैंक्स के लिए आप आगे आएं.
Okay. With diverse proportion of positivity and a greater interaction series, today this seminar is a thoughtful contemplation of various ideas, perceptions, suggestions and recommendations, and a great educational series of conversation. Deek Parassini has addressed diverse range of positivity, their examples, illustrations, and narrations that are very thoughtful, impactful, and practically useful in our day-to-day lives. And with Deek's contemplation, it has been clearly proved that life is all positive and negativity doesn't exist. On this note, we draw to a conclusion of today's event. So first and foremost, I would like to thank our guest speaker, Mr. Deek Parassini sir, for taking out the time from the busy schedule and gracing the seminar with the kind presence, active participation, and intellectual engagement. Your gratification and your presence in this seminar is a positive inspiration to all the participants, especially to our foundation, for the valuable assets and indispensable element that you have provided in your lecture. Second thank goes to our foundation, Mymenia, for taking up this valuable initiative and arranging a virtual platform where we can talk, discuss, and converse on the topic of positivity, brings out the real life examples and the story which we usually faces in our day-to-day life, related to mental health, related to education, related to business and professional development. A sincere thanks to our foundation. At last but not least, Profound thanks to all the participants for joining us in today's event session and interacting with Sir on a regular basis, putting forth their questions, their concerns, and setting a good example of an active participant. So thank you all to everyone for your engagement, for your enthusiasm and sincere commitment. On this note, I request all the participants to kindly switch on their cameras so that we can have a group photograph with Sir.
Please, request to all.
Dear participants, kindly switch on your cameras.
Only complex. These are all complex.
Still few cameras are not on. I request everyone to switch on their cameras.
Oh, finally I see Priyanka here. Oh, I'm seeing everyone here. Cool. Smile.
That's so lovely to see you all people here. और अंत में मैं शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा हमारे सभी कोलैबोरेटिंग पार्टनर्स का, रोटरी क्लब दिल्ली नेक्सस सिटी से मैं आपका शुक्रिया अदा करूंगा कि आप लोगों ने हमारे साथ टाई अप किया. इफ शिखा इज देयर प्लीज अनम्यूट योरसेल्फ, या रोटरी क्लब से जो भी साथी हैं प्लीज वो एक बार अपना माइक ऑन करें. So we did this virtual seminar with collaboration with other clubs also, like Psychomania, Metamenia, and Rotary Club of Delhi Nexus. उनके साथ हमने मिलकर सेमिनार को अरेंज किया था और हमने पार्टिसिपेट किया सभी लोगों ने, और उसके लिए हम तहे दिल से सभी का शुक्रिया अदा करते हैं. एक बार फिर से माइमीनिया फाउंडेशन की टीम की तरफ से मैं शुभम आप सभी का दिल से शुक्रिया करता हूं, और बहुत अच्छा लगा आप लोगों ने इस संडे इस टाइम को वैल्यूबल बनाया, और सर खास तौर पे आपको बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया कि आपने हमारे बीच क्वेरीज को, सवालों को काफ़ी सॉर्ट आउट किया. इसी के साथ आप सभी से हम विदा चाहेंगे, और हमें आशा है कि आपको ये सेशन बहुत अच्छा लगा होगा. कुछ ही समय में हमारी टीम की तरफ से ग्रुप में आपको फीडबैक फॉर्म आ जाएगा, आप लोग उसको फिल कर सकते हैं, बता सकते हैं, और अगर आप कोई क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हैं तो आपको सर की आईडी और शेयरिंग पोर्टल्स आपको दे दिए जाएंगे ताकि आप उससे सर से भी कनेक्ट हो सके.
Yeah, you know, what I tell people is, and let me tell them, because what happened is suddenly what happens is my kid came from nowhere, so I couldn't focus, so I had to focus and got that through, right? So, and thanks a lot, for the whole team who has given me this opportunity to speak in some form or the other. I hope I've answered some of your questions in, I don't know, complete or not, because what I tell people is, when you ask me a question, you get an answer. If you still want to connect me, figure out my name or ask Subham for my number, but clarify the doubt, because you people are working in the mental side of things. You people are genuinely want to make this world positive. So if I can help you figure out your life first, I know many people who are starting foundations in the mental health zone, they themselves are frustrated. They want to share that frustration and pain and create a group and create a community. That really never works. So if you genuinely have questions or doubts, clarify it, feel free, and then start your mission. So that way you will really achieve, the real potential which you actually have. Right? So thank you, Subham, especially for, guiding the show, and Yasser for connecting me with this team. And as I said, I'm all available. All you got to do, just give me a call and I'll be yes for my session. So feel free to let me know however you want to do it. As long as it's positive intention, no money is involved, I'm always there in supporting the team.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू एवरीवन, और आप सभी का दिन शुभ हो, अपना समय अच्छे से बिताएं, अपना जीवन अच्छे से जिएं. इसी शुभकामना के साथ माइमीनिया फाउंडेशन की तरफ से मैं शुभम आप सभी से विदा लेता हूं. सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. नमस्कार.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your participation and intellectual engagement, and thank you all the participants also. And thank you, sir.
Thank you, Yasser. Guys, Facebook, Instagram, thanks a lot for who was watching. I see one person keenly watching. Thanks a lot for that. Yeah, it is what it is. And I hope you enjoy the show. Stay tuned for more live like this. Bye-bye.